Hey guys, up here making this new video to show you guys some tips and tricks on killing Jad. This is really just for Jad. The waves really aren't that difficult, but surprisingly a lot of people have difficulty with Jad, so I figured I'd make this video just to show you guys some kind of tips here. So anyway, as I'm sure you guys might know, you got to go to the northeast corner. It looks like I'm reading the compass upside down, so I think that's right. And you just sit there and pray range, and the reason for that is that you really can't hear range. By the time you hear it, it's already too late, is basically what the deal is. So the default prayer is basically range. And to know what prayer to switch, you want to look for range and listen for mage. I'll have the sounds in this so you can kind of hear them, but there's plenty of other videos that have them as well. With range, he stomps on the ground. It was actually a lot easier to notice this in like 2010 RuneScape because there'd be like a little kind of earthquake kind of animation on the ground, but you can still see it pretty well when he stomps on the ground. And so when that happens, you want to switch to range as soon as possible. When you hear the kind of like sound, that's basically him using magic. So you go and use magic. Now you'll see a few times in this video, I think like 2 or 3 times, the window for switching prayers is actually fairly big, or fairly large, because a few times in this video I switch prayers to, like, say he's using mage, and then he used mage again. I accidentally switched to range, but then I switched back to mage within like a good second or so, and I didn't get hit or anything. It still counted as me getting the prayer. So you have a decent amount of time to kind of lock yourself in for a prayer. And you could even pray flick if you wanted to, but that's not really recommended. Anyways, you see here I'm getting the healers off. A lot of people start freaking out when the healers come by. People tell me that they can kill Jad just fine, but when the healers come, they get all messed up. The deal with the healers is you really want to take your time. There's no time limit to kill Jad. So, you gotta basically wait till you're comfortable, And what I recommend is wait till you switch prayers and then attack one and rinse and repeat. So I'm using range. When he switched to mage, then I go and attack a healer and quickly go back to the prayer book. Because you only got a few seconds. And the crystal bow is what I'm using here, and I think that's one of the better weapons to kill Jad with. The K-bow, the Kirill's crossbow, is actually very good too. The problem with the rune crossbow is it doesn't shoot very far, so if I was using that, I'd run right next to Jad just so I could reach those healers. It's a ranged weapon, but it doesn't shoot very far. And when the crystal bow is at full strength, which is in this video, it actually hits pretty high. I think was hitting like 25s or so, which is not too bad considering he's only 250 HP. But so the big thing is, yes, take your time. When you want to do anything, whether it's turn auto retaliate off, attack a healer, eat some or drink some sour brews, drink a prayer potion, always wait till right after you switch prayers, because then you're going to have the maximum amount of time. The other thing is, you see there, the only other prayer I'm using is Hawkeye. Hawkeye gives a 10% bonus for range. You can use Eagle Eye, which gives 15%, but I don't recommend it, because that drains prayer twice as fast, and it only gives 5% more. So, it's kind of up to you. If you're fine with drinking more super restores, go for it. And it would make your kill a little bit shorter, just on average. It might not make that much of a difference at all, but anyways, you see here, so I'm basically drinking a brew but in between prayer switches. And notice I said switches, not if he uses range and then he uses range again, I'm not using the brew in between that. I want to do an actual switch. So he switches to mage, then I drink a restore. He switches to range, drink another restore, things like that. So, just calm down. A lot of people really get nervous for Jad. I never really did, but it did take me quite a while to get him down back like 4 or 5 years ago. I remember it took me 5 tries on Jad just to actually figure out how to do it. But now I can do it pretty much flawlessly, and I'd probably kill Jad like 30 times. So, yeah. You fire cape. You can only have one in Old School RuneScape, if I remember correctly. And I recommend you try and get it. I basically lost this yesterday. Maybe I'll tell that story in a little while or next video. But just calm down. before you get to the wave where it's Jad, I recommend you get in a safe spot, and if you need to, if you know you're going to get like nervous and shaky, go wash your face, do something, just chill out, and take a deep breath. It's really not a whole lot to worry about. The only thing you're really risking is time and money, which sucks, but if you want a fire cape, you're going to have to do Jad a few times if you've never killed him before. So I'm going to dance. This isn't live commentary, but um, join Andrew AJT62 clan chat. Like this video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't already, guys. Look forward to new videos from me. Later.